So, I'm Shalom. I lived in Ukraine for about 7 months. I was going to medical school there. Met this friend of mine. I won't share his name, but he was a Muslim, and I just talked to him, and God just gave me this big heart. And the Lord was like, I'm gonna meet this guy. Like I'm gonna use him. I have a plan for his life. So ended up forming a friendship with him. Out of 3,000 students, he ended up being in my class. And we formed this relationship. I shared with him the gospel. And he literally told me, he said, if my family finds out if I convert, they're going to have me killed, they told me. And so he told me, I had a funny dream when I was young. He said, I had a dream. I was standing outside of this big gate, and there was walls on each side, and there was music on the other side, and in front of the gate was a book, and your name had to be in that book for you to get through that gate. And I was like, dude, this is revelation. Anyway, I end up leaving there, and I kept a friendship with him for 3 years, praying. Nothing happened. 7 months there, nothing happened. And a couple of months ago, he saw one of the pictures, one of the testimonies from Engage Austin. And he called me up, and he's like, look, I know this is real because I know you don't lie about it. But he's like, what about like if there's like an evil spirit on the inside of you? And I was like, tell me. He said, well, I was listening to the Quran when I was young one day, and he's like, this thing came from on the inside of me, and it moved in my stomach, and it moved into my chest and my face, and he said, for almost 15 years, this thing has come, and I can physically see it move. And he's like, what do you think about that? So I was like, well, it's not good, you know? But I said, listen, man, I just felt the Holy Spirit. I said, look, there's only one person that can get you free. And I said, if you put your trust in him now, today, he's going to set you free. And he's like, okay, let's do it. And so he accepts Jesus into his heart. And thank you, Jesus. And the moment he accepts Jesus into his heart, this roar comes out of him, this otherworldly sound. And these like dark babblings come out, and this deep, deep voice says, you know, you're never going to have him. He belongs to me. And the Holy Spirit said, this is the spirit of Islam. And so I say, look, I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to this guy. Who? Close. I want to talk to this guy. And so I talked to him, and I said, listen, I said, you need to renounce agreement with this thing. I said, you have a new deed. You've just been given a new deed, and you need to serve this thing notice. And so he said, okay, I renounce agreement with this thing and the spirit of Islam. And then we commanded it to go, and it came out of him. And so then after that, just one by one, they just started coming out. And by Demon 8, my wife Maria walked in, you know, and she helped me intercede. She's awesome. Okay, I have 1 minute left. Okay, so she walked in, and she was helping me intercede. And literally, I mean, I have a testimony. This guy had one of the spirits was named depression. And when depression got called out, it said, look, if I'm leaving, I'm taking his intellect with me. And I said, well, you know, you're not. And he said he's been kind of having issues with his grades in medical school, not failing. That thing came out of him, and last week he just passed his medical boards. And so depression left, fear left, anxiety left, hate left, self left, everything left. And there was no fear because, you know, John 3:8 says that this is the reason the Son of God was made manifest, to destroy the works of the devil. And so just giving you the update now, he's passed his medical boards, he's reading his Bible, he's watching The Chosen. He's loving it. So, yeah, God is awesome.